evening, everybody, and welcome to our live Sisel web event. I hope you all have had a great start to your week and are hanging in there with all the changes still taking place. Tonight, we're going to dive into a few of our incredible aspects of Sisel, who we are, what we are, and why we are so excited to share it all with you. Being able to hold these weekly events has been such an awesome way to not only connect with each other face-to-face, but also to be able to reach more people in more locations in order to share our passion about the products Sisel has and about our amazing business opportunity. Before we jump into the background of the company tonight, I'd like to invite on a special guest to share her story. Kris Dykema has been in the industry for 38 years. She has 5 children, 12 grandchildren. Kris had late-stage Lyme disease, and the Sisel products changed her life. Now her passion is helping others. So welcome, Kris, to the event. It's an honor to have you on, and we can't wait to hear your story.
Thank you for inviting me. This is the first time I've ever done one of these, so I'll just, I guess, try to relax and give you my Sisel testimony. They asked me to talk about why I got into Sisel and what it did for me. I had late-stage chronic neurological Lyme disease. Approximately, it's been 7 years, right? 7 years ago. I had it for many years, actually over 10 years, but about 7 years ago, Dominic's mother called me and was trying to reach me for almost 8 months. And I basically was one of those people that had no belief and didn't want anything to do with it and didn't want to hear about it, but I was extremely sick. And so about 7 years ago in August, she called me at a time when I was in a lot of pain, and I was exhausted. I couldn't get off the couch. I couldn't function past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was totally pretty much gone about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on. So my quality of life and life as I knew it prior to Lyme disease was completely destroyed by that disease. I had gone the traditional route of doing antibiotics the traditional way. And I did everything, which in fact they are still doing to this day, which doesn't completely work. And anybody who might have Lyme disease and has gone that route will know what I'm talking about. And so it's super frustrating. And it had been 3 years since I had done the traditional antibiotics and all the things that they had at the time. And I just wasn't recovering completely. The exhaustion, the pain was still there. The neurological symptoms that I had, many were still very prominent. Just to real fast give you an idea, I had a hard time using my left leg. I also neurologically was not remembering. If I had been an older woman at the time that this was happening to me, they would have, I think, diagnosed me with Alzheimer's disease. That was exactly how I was. I could not remember. So to give you an example of that, I would be driving around in a neighborhood I had lived in for 30 years, and I could recognize everywhere I had been, but I didn't know where I was. So I had to call my husband or one of my kids and say, hey, I know what this looks like. I recognize where I am, but I don't know where I am. And so they had to try to figure out where was mom and get me home from there. And so it was definitely very embarrassing and frustrating. In addition to that, I had what they called phantom pain, and the pain would move around my body. So it might be in my wrist, and then it would move into my neck, and then it would move into my back, and then it would move into my hands. And I mean, it was just all over the place. And they call that phantom pain. And it was very, very real. Now, the thing about Lyme disease that you will find with people that have Lyme disease, we don't look like we are sick for the most part, unless you're super, super bad, or you've really had it for a long, long time. You can't, it's hard to recognize because we can hide it very well. You can wear makeup, you can, do different things to hide the exhaustion or the pain or what you're going through. So it's not really visible, at least at first. Prior to getting diagnosed over 10 years ago, they think that I had actually had it for 13 years prior to the 10 years that I had it back then. So when Laura called me, she picked me up. She took me down to Pennsylvania for some meetings, and she started sharing her Sisel products with me. And I said to her at that time, if this works for me, even just a little bit, if it can give me even a small amount of my quality of life back, I'm going to want to share this with people. But I'll be really honest with you. I didn't think it was going to do anything. Much to my surprise, about 5 days into this trip, I said to her, if this is working at all, I'm going to be very sick. And she didn't understand what that meant. And what that means is, when the Lyme spirochetes are dying off, when they're actually dying off, they release a toxin into the body and they make you sick. And they call that herxine. And anybody in the Lyme world that might be watching this video tonight will understand what that means. And so at about 4 days into this, I started getting really sick. And I was actually quite excited about that because that meant it was killing off some of the Lyme disease that was in my body, some of the Lyme spirochetes. So I thought, wow, this is actually working. And I was really excited about that. Day 7 into using the Sisel products. And just as a preface to let you know, this is unusual. I had a very, very fast response. Most people, it's, I would say, a good 6 weeks before they see, the little things that you would normally see as your body starts to recover and as the Lyme is dying off. But I was fortunate. I was blessed. I saw, I believe that it was meant to be, actually, and I had a very, very rapid response to Sisel's products. And the first thing that we noticed, I woke up in the morning and I said to Laura, Laura, wow. I said, I don't have any pain, which was an amazing thing. I mean, to have no pain, to be pain-free after having so much pain for over 10 years was really exciting for me. And from that day 7 on to tonight that I'm talking on this webinar, it has done nothing but get better. And, I regained the use of my leg completely. The exhaustion went away. In fact, I would say that I am better now, 110% better now than even prior to the Lyme disease. My body has regenerated. The Sisel products have given me my energy back, my mental capacity back, my physical endurance back. It's changed my whole life. And so I'm really, really excited about that. So I don't know if they want me to tell you what I did or they just wanted me to share my testimony, but if you are somebody out there that's suffering from Lyme disease, I can tell you right now, there is nothing that can touch it like Sisel can. It really, really works.
Awesome, Kris. Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever heard your story in that way, and it's just incredible. It's just, I can't believe just what the products have done for you and just giving you your life back, not to mention you built your business with the products and with your story, and just helping people has paid off so well. And I'm just really proud of you and thankful for you. Thank you for sharing. I am now going to pass it along to another amazing woman. It's been such a joy to share my Sisel journey with her as my business partner, but also it's my mom. So my entire life journey has been pretty much alongside of her. She was a full-time mom. She earned her master's degree in education and retired from teaching high school after 30 years. She's going to jump in and share about the Mauer mission and what our Sisel Safe Promise means. I'm going to also unmute her and then switch the controllers here around so she can click through the slides. So just 1 second. But welcome on.
Well, thanks so much, Becca. It really is fun. As we've said before, to work as family. Thank you for your testimony. That was so awesome to hear that, and what a thrill to hear that do so much for you. I think that's really cool. I'm so excited to always get to just share just the really start of Sisel as a company, because I love learning more about it almost every day, it seems like. And so the story, well, not the story, but it all started over 30 years ago with Tom Mauer. And he was an industrial chemist, so that was his career field. That's where his education was based on. He was actually researching baldness and what could he find that would help baldness. And through that research, he got to looking at this shampoo that he was using in his own home and was just horrified, since he knew industrial chemistry, just the ingredients that were in his own shampoo. And they were the same ingredients that he could find in garage floor cleaner and in slaughterhouse degreaser. And so for him, it was just like, oh my gosh, what are we doing to ourselves? So that some of those side effects of baldness are just a result of the products that we're putting on our bodies. And then that just led to more discoveries. His next product he really researched was wrinkle cream. And it was the same thing, to where the horror of realizing that the products put into wrinkle cream while they're being manufactured, the workers have to wear such protective gear that they can't get any of that on their skin. So it was just that really turned the corner for him on, man, I need to do this for my own family as well as for others, is to find products that are free from harmful ingredients. And so that's where the start of Sisel was. It is actually the original no harmful ingredient company, and with 30 years of experience behind it. And I can tell you the Sisel Safe promise, and it's a promise that, you know, Sisel products won't have any, they'll be toxin free, they'll be free from harsh chemicals, they'll be free from heavy metals. And that's so great to get that information across, but I can underscore that by telling you that Sisel has its own 300,000 plus square footage facility right here in the US. And what that says is that Sisel can have quality control on their products from beginning to end. So while it's the manufacturing of the product, it's the packaging of the product, it's how the packaging is treated. So from beginning to end, they care enough about their products to have that kind of quality control. And then that's where we get that Sisel Safe promise, that if you are buying these products, not only are they going to be exceptional and do amazing things for those suffering from Lyme disease or, you know, all kinds of other issues, but that's also going to be safe for you and safe for your home and safe for your family. So that's just the cool Sisel story that we have to share. So back to you, Becca.
All right. Thank you, Mom. So tonight, next we have Laura. I'm trying to find. So Laura, she's Dominic's mom, and he's the guy here on the camera. Laura, she's been in direct sales for 40 years. 20 of those were focused on health and toxin-free living. She's the top leader in our company and has helped hundreds of people make anywhere from hundreds per month to retirement level income. She's been married to her husband, Dom, for 38 years and has 4 kids that all share in the business with her. She's going to jump into the products, a few of our favorite, and just give you an overview. And then after that, we will pass it along to Dominic.
Okay, well, thank you, everybody, and welcome to Cinco de Mayo on our little webinar tonight. So thanks for being with us. And I'm going to just briefly talk a little bit about the products. We have 4 different product lines. We have fitness, health, Sisel Safe, and beauty. And some of what Kris was talking about as I'm listening to her, I think back to 7 years ago when I shared products with her. And if you've listened to this before, you've heard me talk about the Triangle of Life. And this is what I shared with her. Triangle Life Body Shield was what I shared with her immediately, but also Brain Vitality, another product that we have. But these 3 products right here help make such a huge difference. Immune and anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, super nutrients, and youthful regeneration is what happens with Arphacoidin, Spectramax, and Eternity. We'll go into each one a little bit. And I like to just give this is one of my favorite products, and I call it products. Triangle of Life is if something is an ailment, we help you fix what might be wrong or not feeling well, and then we get you into balance. And then if someone is healthy and they want to stay in balance, the Triangle of Life, if you make it part of your daily routine, it can help you in so many ways. And regaining energy and vitality you've had in an earlier life. So basically what these are doing is regenerating, activating, and then protecting and nourishing your body. So we're going to go to Arphacoidin. Arphacoidin is an amazing, amazing, amazing product. And I say amazing so many times because that is what it is. It's an massive anti-inflammatory from anything that ails you, head to toe, inside and out. Everything that happens, whether it's viral, bacteria, will start with some type of inflammation. So if you can use Arphacoidin and you can help prevent any type of inflammation or help inflammation, It's an immune builder, and it's a cell signaler, and it communicates with all of the biological functions in your body. And fucoidan is just limamui seaweed, and the actual ingredient is spelled Fucoidan. And as you can see, we've got a little different spelling on the words. Reason being is we have 19 patents on this product, 22 patents, 19 pending, and 4 are listed on the bottle. And I jumped up to eternity, so I'm going to go back. But Tom Maurer Sr., Tom Maurer Jr. have received the Science Genius Award twice for the manufacturing and the formulation of this product. It's that amazing. It will help with so many different things. And right now, being in the times that we're at, this is something that can help you with your immune system and also to help fight virus should anything happen. Eternity is the second product that is in the Triangle Life, high potency resveratrol, absolutely incredible for cardiovascular, anything respiratory. It super helps both of those things. If somebody has an autoimmune disorder, this is helpful. We've helped a lot of people. For Kris, the fucoidan went in and helped immediately with inflammation. And someone with Lyme has a lot of inflammation throughout your whole body. The resveratrol, the Lyme disease acts as an autoimmune disorder. So the resveratrol was going in and helping her in so many different ways, but a boost to somebody who has an autoimmune problem. It's a boost to your metabolism and your energy, and her energy was certainly lacking. Like she said, she told you she was on the couch by 1 o'clock each day. It was just very debilitating to her. So it helped her in that way. It also helps with your circulation. So this product is done so much for so many people. One of the things it does is it stimulates your own sirtuin gene to continue to work. And if you look it up and you do the research, a sirtuin gene is something we all have, but at age 25, it goes dormant, basically goes to sleep. Nobody can explain why. Science can't explain that, after age 25, nothing grows anymore except for your nose and your ears, which is kind of a funny thing. But that gene just goes to sleep. So if you have enough resveratrol in your system, it awakens that gene and starts to slow down the aging process by helping your sirtuin gene to continue working. Super helpful. This product was like a superfood for Kris's cells that were deprived. So even though she went the herbal route, she went the supplement route, she went the medical route, nothing was working, but she had tried so many different things. So oftentimes we find when people have done that, what SpectraMax does, it's 74 essential chelated trace minerals, powered by organic fulvic acid. It's also 40 powerful, super powerful antioxidants from fruits and vegetables, and it's taken from the extracts in the highest potency and quality, which Dominic will get into a little bit. But it's a super food for your cells. In just 3/4 of an ounce, it's 22 servings of fruits and vegetables. So if you've had cells that have been nutrient deprived, it sucks it all up and gives you this super boost. So in Kris's case, her body was like, oh, give me more. But like she said, it helped, it had her get sicker before she got better. But in the meantime, this was building her cells. So SpectraMax, if you have somebody that's like, sometimes children are fussy eaters, sometimes older people are fussy eaters, they don't have the same appetite, or sometimes people are working and they don't get to have like 3 meals, the soil's not what it used to be, not getting the nutrients, just 3/4 of an ounce of SpectraMax, 22 servings. So that's incredible in itself. H-Pill is an amazing product also. Stands for Anti-Glycation Extreme. And I love that this couple here is a little bit older, smiling and having some fun. And isn't that what we would all love to be like at whatever age? And, they're kind of like kids and having a blast. And that's what kids do. They have a blast and they have lots of energy. And how does that happen? They don't have cells that have this glycation buildup. So if you can go in and remove that glycation off of your cells. So kids are normally pumping out this massive ATP, which is from your stem cells, and they have endless energy. We always say, how can the kids have so much energy? They keep going and going and going. Well, we did at one time, but our cells are sluggish. So what if we can clean off that glycation? And that's kind of what it's lipofusion. And this H pill goes in and cleans up that lipofuscin, takes away the decay, takes away the degeneration that's happening. And it's, again, super nutrients for your stem cells. So if you can go in there and awaken those stem cells, you're hearing more and more these days about stem cells. So if you can just get your own stem cells to do what they used to do, you can have that energy again. Body Shield, incredible support for cellular health. This was the one product that we believe when someone has Lyme, like in Kris's case, and if you do the research on the individual products, it has organic fulvic acid, and it has limamuli and kelp and lots of other vitamins. It supports your thyroid, whether active or underactive or overactive. It will continuously help you detox from heavy metals. We find that lots of people that have Lyme disease have heavy metals. And when you think about Body Shield, it shields your cells. It holds in the good and flushes out the bad. And something that happens with spirochetes is they replicate, but they can hide in your cells and your tissues. That's why sometimes people test negative a lot, because they hide in your muscles, in your tissue. And so if you're doing blood tests, they just keep showing up negative. And they can stay dormant for a long time. In stress will bring it out, or a compromised immune system. And in Kris's case, when someday, if you get to hear her whole story, hers was absolutely positively stress related that brought it out full blown. And she had a massive chronic Lyme breakdown, basically. And what we found in research is that the Body Shield is possibly encapsulating those spirochetes so the replication isn't happening anymore. And although that's not, we can't make that claim, but we do find that lots of people that have Lyme disease are having amazing results. But like Kris said, some will see results in 7 to 10 days. Most are seeing it in 4 to 6 weeks. So this is just something. But for the rest of us, the Body Shield today can help you protect yourself against viruses. It will boost your immune system. It helps your body's pH. It's an antioxidant. That organic fulvic acid is something that helps your cells take in what you're trying to give. So Body Shield contains so much. Now, we're going to go to Dominic Piccini, 19 years in the industry, was able to leave his full-time job as an electrician out in Massachusetts, moved 3,000 miles to California, and building quite an incredible business by helping people. And, it doesn't get much better than that. What a great way to be able to make money just by helping other people with their health and their wealth. So, Dominic Piccini.
Hey, awesome call so far. This has been an interesting one. We're all in the same house trying to do this, at least from, not all of us, but 3 of us are in the same house from 3 different computers, trying to not be in each other's background with the audio and all that. And Cinco de Mayo party, so we got kids and people running around. We're at my parents' house, got kids running around in the pool in the back. But it's a family business, and this is a home-based business, and none of that stuff gets in the way of people on this call making definitely 6 figures yearly, and some people are making high 5 figures monthly. It's just something that you can do from home. This industry is absolutely incredible. When we talk about Sisel from a wide standpoint, we heard a little bit about the Mauer mission. When we talk about the Mauer mission, it's about what isn't in the products versus what is in them. It's important that we use high quality ingredients, and we check for any contaminations, and we make sure that we're using things that are safe and efficient and all of those things. But it's really about what's not in them. The selling feature is the fact that they are toxin free. When we talk about the health supplements, and actually the first one that I'm going to talk about will be excluded from it in a certain sense, but when we talk about the health supplements, it's more a matter of what is in them, each and every one of them across the board. Supplement companies are not bound from any restrictions other than ethics to use the ingredients that they know to be effective at certain levels, other than to just put them in the ingredient. And just as an example, if I know for a fact that something will work at a certain level and I take 1 drop of it and put it in a 55-gallon drum, I'm then able to claim the benefits of that ingredient for everything that I'm able to bottle out of that drum. But I know perfectly well in this scenario that you won't get any of the results. That's not the case with the Sisel products. It doesn't matter if we're talking about something as simple as our calcium or our digestive product. each and every one of them, the ingredients that are in them are used at the levels that they were tested to be effective. So in my opinion, the Sisel products give you the best opportunity to achieve any results that you would be looking for out of a natural product. That being said, the Sisel Rift is completely exempt from that, in the sense that we actually do have human studies with over $21 million and 30 human trials successfully done. They know for sure what this product can do. The science was done through the National Institute of Health. So it's all in the up and up. It's all government funded studies, and it's very cool that we have this product. So let me just click through these slides here. Okay, so Sisel Rift offers state-of-the-art way for you to repair lean muscle mass, gain muscle mass. It's created with long-term muscle health in mind. Like I said, this slide's not 100% accurate, but it is what we have. It is 21 million and 30 human trials, but it's all clinically done. This stuff we know for sure when we use these amino acids in this specific ratio, that's what you'll get. Amino acids it's interesting. A lot of what they talk about in the supplement industry is branch chain amino acids, which are great for energy, but they're not great for muscle recovery. They will give you a longer workout, but they're not going to give you better muscle quality after the workout. So these essential amino acids, they are essential to your body, just as the minerals that are in the Spectrum X. Essential, we need them. So maybe it's not so state of the art. It's just exactly what we need when it comes to these particular ingredients. Sorry, a little delay here in the slides. So, like I said, this is an essential amino acids, and the essential amino acids are incredible. If you use this and you use it as a pre-workout, or you don't work out at all, you just sit home and hang out, you will give your body the ability to regain and repair muscle mass at over 100%. They had people, for some of these human trials, they had people lay in bed, 65 years or older, the people in this test. The doctor who received the funding specialized in people that were 65 or older, and some of these people stayed in bed for 30 days at a time. And at the end of those 30 days, you would think there would be muscle atrophy, there would be leaned out muscle. And in these studies, that wasn't the case. They actually had a stronger, more dense muscle fiber on their body. So they know if you just take it and hang out, it's going to give your body the ability to create new muscle faster than it would otherwise. If you take it after you work out, it's going to be over 200% that you're going to repair and regenerate muscle. So that's absolutely incredible. Now, I weigh 175 pounds. I haven't been going to the gym as much as I would like to, but when I was taking it every day, I was able to get my bench press up to 225 5 times. That's pretty good. That's more than my body weight. That's significantly more than my body weight, and it's definitely more than I was able to do prior to having the Rift. I'd like to take 100% credit for it, but I have to give it to the essential amino acids. The power of 3 when it comes to these, 3 times greater anabolic response, 3 times greater recovery time, muscle growth, protein synthesis. Absolutely incredible product. And like I said, this product is unique in the fact that it's exempt from us having to only speak of the ingredients. That product specifically will give you that repair and regeneration with those numbers. So Sisel is a great idea as far as supplement goes, and the supplement industry is a great industry. We know that it's a multi-billion dollar a year industry. So that's great for the supplement industry, but we're also, as well as talking about the products, we're here talking about a business opportunity. And one of the things that I like to do when we talk about the business opportunity is actually take a brief moment to talk about the actual network marketing industry itself. Because supplements are a great industry. That makes sense. And these are the best supplements on the market. So that makes sense. But why would I want to get involved in a direct sales network marketing company? Well, it is the easiest way for sure to become an entrepreneur and get involved in business with the least amount of overhead and the least amount of monthly expenses. But the industry itself, just in 2018, the 19 statistics haven't been released yet because of the ongoing pandemic. But the Direct Sales Association released statistics every year. And this industry in 2018 did over $36 billion in sales with 37 million customers, generating over $10 billion in commissions for people just like us, working from home. So it's absolutely incredible. And one of the things that is so brilliant about this industry, and the reason why it works so well, is I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I don't have to come up with this marketing or this branding. I don't have to create products. I don't have to warehouse them. I don't even have to ship the products. The company does all of that for me. All I have to follow is the duplicatable business process that the leaders that taught me what to do learned along their way, and what the company is telling us what to do. And the leaders in the company working together have created the Sisel System Starter Kit. It's a duplicatable process that allows us to build our business step by step. And then if the unfortunate situation happened where I wasn't around, the people that I teach this system to would be able to go on and do it for themselves without me. That's not the intent of the team, but that is the intent of the kit and the duplicatable process. It's something that can be done anywhere. We're not going to get into this whole kit right now, and I'm not even going to get into any of the kit options, because the kit options are optional. We do have one fee to start, and it's actually waived this month, but our standard fee is $25, and it gets you into the business. The most important thing inside this kit is the Sisel System Brochure. It walks you through all of the initial steps to discovering your dreams, making your list, develop and sharing the Sisel opportunity. It's going to take you through your first 30 days, 60 days, all the way to changing a lifestyle and hitting the first level. So it's an incredible system. We worked hard to create it. I love this business. I'll be 37 this month. I've been involved in the industry since I was 17, so 20 years, but it's changed my life. I love this company, and I love the opportunity. So I'm going to throw it back to you, Becca. Thanks for the chance to share.
Thank you, Dominic. That was just a really super fun event tonight. Kris, it was an honor to have you on and to share your story. I just literally love this entire Sisel community. We're all such a close-knit group of people, not just us, but like the entire Sisel world. We're very connected, very close, and we just work together to make the world a healthier, happier place. So thank you to each of you. Thank you, Mom, Dominic, Laura, for all your hard work and your dedication to this event. Each week I sit here and listen to each of you share things differently and just to give different perspectives, and it just really fills me up to hear each of you speak and sharing from your hearts, and it's just awesome. So that wraps it up for tonight. I encourage each of you on the call, or if you get the call or the web event sent to you, I encourage you to reach out to the person who sent it to you if you have any questions or if you're interested in anything that we talked about. I'm going to stay on for a few minutes to let everybody close out, but have a great evening. Happy Cinco de Mayo, and talk to you guys soon.